So I've come to realize something, that over the course of my life, I have sold myself short, that I had denied myself opportunities without even realizing it, that I had given up my own power without knowing that I was doing so. And I did all of this in the name of being spiritual. See, I was told that to be a spiritual person, you had to enter a total state of surrender, letting go, accepting things as they are. And that one of the most beneficial things you could cultivate was just an acceptance of what is, an acceptance of yourself. And if you just truly only loved yourself enough, you would be happy. And while I firmly believe cultivating self-love is a very, very important thing to do, sometimes just loving yourself as you are can be an excuse for not doing the hard work, for not creating change, for not doing the things that you know need to get done. It can become a way of bypassing the real work. It can become a way of suggesting that other people should accommodate you because that's just the way I am. And I've learned that really, self-love isn't enough. You also have to show up and do the fucking work. So if we haven't met before, my name is Kaylin. I'm an ecstatic spirituality life coach. I'm the author of a couple books, a self-help book called Journey to the Ecstatic Self, and a fantasy novel called I Dreamt of Flight that focuses on learning to become authentically you. I host this YouTube channel, Ecstatic Self, where we explore the intersection of identity, sexuality, spirituality, and finding belonging. Belonging both within the world and, more importantly, within ourselves. So if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it to be alerted about upcoming videos that we post. So last week I came across somebody on social media who was talking about their earlier life experiences. They talked about being an awkward, overweight teenager who didn't understand social situations, was picked on a lot for how he looked and how he behaved. Now this person has become objectively a very attractive adult, has a huge social media following, and in their post was writing about how it wasn't up to the world to change, to accept him. He had to change. He had to learn how to behave differently. That his neurological differences, his atypicality, wasn't an excuse to not learn how to fit in, to not learn how to make friends or behave in social situations, and that he didn't like how his body looked, and so he changed it. And I really applauded him for saying this because I feel like in a lot of self-help, spiritual circles, we kind of get this impression that you're just supposed to love yourself as you are. I've in fact had a couple people leave some nasty comments on some of my posts saying, how is that being self-loving or self-accepting? Where's the body positivity in that? No, there's a term, and I think it's useful to bring it up now, and it's called spiritual bypassing. What spiritual bypassing means is you avoid doing the necessary and difficult work by just saying, oh, you know what, I'm just spiritually evolved, I've grown past this, I don't need to deal with it now. So for example, oh, you know, my dad's really toxic, but I don't need to talk to him about his poor behavior. I've just evolved past caring. It doesn't matter to me. I am just total peace and love no matter what he does. Or, I know I have this really traumatic experience in my past, but it's fine because I'm an evolved soul. I don't need to talk about it or process it. It's all good. Sweetheart, no, it's not okay. It's not okay to be unhealthy, unwell, and just say, hey, this is what I've been given. This is my life. I'm just going to learn to love myself as I am. No, fucking get up and create some change. Now saying this might make people uncomfortable. They might say, Kaylin, you should have compassion for people. You should be compassionate for their limitations. And absolutely, I am. But I recognize in my own life that most of the time that I've done this to myself, the time where I've said, oh, well, I would like to achieve blank. I'd like to achieve this goal, this physique, this award, but I just need to learn to love and accept myself as I am. It's often actually, more than anything else, me just giving up my own power. It's me not appreciating that I have the agency to affect change. I have the strength to shape my life in the way that I'd like. Too often I think we use the term self-love and self-acceptance as a shorthand for saying, I really should be doing better, but instead I'm just going to love myself as I am. I know I should get my butt off the couch and go to the gym today, but instead I'm just going to order takeout and practice self-acceptance and just hang out here and say I'm perfect as I am. And let me be perfectly clear, you are perfect, you are whole, you are God made flesh. And at the same time, you need to show up and do the work. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, there is a phrase, Sthira Shukam Asanam. Effort, Strength, power, ease, nice space is its literal translation, is your pose. Working hard, accepting what is where you rest in life. We need to cultivate both an acceptance of where we are and merge it with a desire and a tenacity to work really hard. I had a very personal example of this the last couple months. Many of you know that I've been doing a 90-day body transformation journey, which has recently just come to a close. And part of my reason for that is I was saying, okay, I could just continue to say, I'm going to love and accept myself as me, and I don't look the way I want, and I don't have the experience in my body that I want, and I don't feel great about myself, but it just is what it is. Or I could reach out and find the tools that I need and get the support that I need and muster up my agency, muster up my power to create change. And so that's what I did. I joined a coaching program with a person by the name of Will Vargas. I entered his 90-day transformation challenge and started to see really good results. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that I said, fuck it. People tell me I should just love and appreciate myself as I am, but you know what? I don't feel good here if I'm being honest with myself. Because that's the thing, right? Are you really, truthfully happy where you are? Are you selling yourself short because you think you can't, or it won't work out, or I've tried before and it hasn't happened? Are you giving up on yourself by simply saying, I'm practicing self-love. I'm just accepting where I am? Is there more you could do to engage your power? Self-love is very important. Accepting your given circumstances is very important. It's really the first step in enacting change, is to really just be with where you are. But if you don't, then also employ a little will, a little engagement with the world, then you're ultimately probably going to end up feeling a bit like a victim. You're going to feel a little bit like all these things happen to you, and if it weren't for that person, or if it weren't for that situation, I'd be happy, but oh well, I'll just have to accept things as they are. I'm tired of hearing people complain about not having the lives they want, not having the bodies they want, not having the partners that they want, or the jobs, when they haven't put in the work. I'm tired of people with very little education or research posting opinions on social media as if they were fact, as if they were entitled to be a source of authority, even though they haven't done the work. I'm tired of hearing people bitch and complain that even though they've never hit a gym, that hot guy on Grindr should be messaging them back. You have to do the fucking work. And by not doing it, you are not honoring yourself. You are not respecting yourself. You are not doing enough. Because to take care of your body, to take care of your mind, to do the things in the world that quote unquote better you, is a sign of respect for these amazing bodies, these amazing brains, these amazing lives that we've been given. So no, self-love and just whining and complaining is not enough. Yes, love yourself, but also show up and work. If you ever want to go deeper in this work, feel free to message me through my website, ecstaticself.com, and we can set up a time to chat directly. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you.